my league. Tignan niyo po ang modification na ginawa ko sa aking court at sa mga uniform nila. Okay, play game. Right.
Professor, what do you think of NBA 2K23 so far?
It was dope. Right away looking at it.
Yes.
You could see the graphic upgrades. You know, like sometimes in the past people be like, oh, it's 2K, it's always pretty good. But like, this one was exceptional. Right when I looked at it, I had like double take. I'm like, this is a real game? Like,
so you're getting scanned today. How excited are you about that?
I'm super excited because A, now I get to play as myself in the game and I'm gonna start playing more than I do normally. And then B, I have history with 2K. So from 2K7 to 2K12, we did a lot of like the signature moves for a lot of like the NBA All-Stars and stuff like that. So to come back here and be in collaboration is awesome.
Yeah, hi.
The game is actually really smooth. I like it. They slowed it down a little bit. It's more realistic. Until I get in the park and I max out 99 overall, we're gonna see what really happens.
Corey, we're here at NBA 2K23 Summer League. How's your Summer League been thus far?
It's dope so far. I just landed, kind of came straight into this, played a game of 2K, and just kind of mingling around and checking out the scene. And it's like good vibes in here, so I'm happy.
And you are getting a taste of NBA 2K23 for the first time. What do you think of the gameplay?
Super dope. Like the last one, I was a little like it was a little hard for me on free throws, but this one it seems like they made it a little bit easier for your boy. So I don't know. I'm super hyped. They said it was like an early version of the game, so super excited to see where it goes, but so far so good.
Anything else you want to talk about 2K related?
I'm super excited for the new game. I love the covers. I love that like D-Book has his shoe like kind of like the focal point in it, and it says be legendary, and I think he's a legend. Just signed like a crazy extension. I love like the women's cover, love the Michael Jordan cover. You might see some circulate in the new game. Super excited for that, and yeah, like shout out to the whole 2K family, and thank you for always having me be a part.
What's up, guys? We're here with Sunyo, and we are talking NBA 2K23. You recently got into the game since NBA 2K17. What are you excited about for this year's game?
Well, for the first time, I got my face scan.
Yeah.
So I guess getting to play as me and my player, because I usually only play my player. So I guess that, but then also, since I'm from Chicago, I am a Bulls fan. So the legendary version, I think, the cover was MJ, so I'm pretty excited about that too.
What's your my player?
I actually made a center because my friend told me that it was like the easiest to kind of do.
So you go the easy route?
Yeah. I'm new to basketball, so you know, I'm just trying to do the easy stuff first.
Well, it looks like you had a great time out there at Summer League.
We had a blast, but it's time to get back to the studio because we've got a game to finish.
Ooh, 2K23. While you were out there in Vegas, I was catching up with some of the dev team to share some insights on NBA 2K23. I can't wait to share it with all of you.
Until then, make sure you're following us on social media. We're at NBA2K_2KTV.
We'll see you soon, and enjoy the game.
Bye.
We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away.
Halala, nagsimula na. Dali.
And thank you for joining us for this Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's Untitled Chapter and a Live, right here on 2K Sports. Alongside Craig Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has shown over the years that he remains one of the most versatile stars in the league. He said, I pride myself on being effective on both ends. I try to do it all, play the right way, and just get lost in the game. I'll do everything I can to win. And guys, there's still not much he can't do with his combination of size and athleticism.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows it. Thank you. A moment now to check out some numbers for Kyle Anderson.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wing. Baca is out there with Anderson, and it's Mills in at the point guard. And for Brooklyn, Marjanovic is out there with Big Cat. Then it's Harden, then it's Isaiah Thomas, and it's KD in at the small forward position. And Greg, some players say they watch the standings, others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both, but I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple of years where I had no desire at all to see where our team was because I knew we were pretty close to the bottom. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
We are going to remember that for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, and did you see that? Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Leonard finds George. Ibaka looking for an opening. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 5. A baseline J. That one goes. Count it.
It's a shot we don't see a lot anymore. But Kawhi is an old-school player, still using that mid-range jumper.
And, Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And, Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. It also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Shot clock at 6. Harden the pass to KD. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Accurate from deep. Durant's a gifted shooter. One of the best we've ever seen.
George goes up and lays it nice and easy.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
The deep 3 from Harden. Rebound by the Clippers.
And that was a heat check right there. First miss of the night, but still shooting 80% as a team.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he knocks down the first one.
And one of the game's best free throw shooters. It's a shame that Patty almost never gets to the line.
And both free throws good for Mills.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And Thomas, here we go. Count it, good. Thomas got 6 points.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Here's Mills. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
Here's Thomas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
The Nets shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And they've
had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas. Clippers trail by 3. Passes to Mills. Leonard against KD. Trying to get open as Ibaka. Leonard, no luck.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Thomas passes to Big Cat. And he drives in, and he goes right over Serge Ibaka and slams it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Outside Leonard. Pass to Anderson. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And it's Anderson that time on the assist from Leonard. Anderson's got his second basket of the game. And the Nets decide to take their first time out here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
And a new group in for the Nets. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Marjanovic. Okashevsky's come in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for James Harden. And Halliburton subbed in for Isaiah Thomas.
That's a bad dude right there. Aldridge taking the hit, shakes it off for the score.
Here's Jackson. It's deflected. Kusemski, the pass to Big Cat, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Halliburton against Jackson. Out to the right wing. And Marcus Morris, good for 3.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 6. Takes it inside. You can't get that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And remember, they won both teams in this matchup last year. No small feat.
We will see if they can do it again this year. Not a simple task by any stretch.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Nice game, great performance by Big Cat.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
Now the feed to Ibaka. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Going inside.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Here's Jackson. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Nets leading by 10. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Reggie Jackson can still provide scoring. Maybe not at the 19 points per game level he once did, but he can still make an impact.
Oh, good on that one.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
Zubac is checked in for Brooklyn. A steal.
Steal.
And even 3-on-3 break. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's blocked.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Kusemski, the pass to Zubac. Jasevicius
Miss.
from 3-point range. Big Cat's got 15 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Jackson looking around to the paint. Here's Ibaka. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
first personal foul.
Well, it's important to get points any way you can, and Ibaka's turned himself into a good free throw shooter.
It's his first trip to the line. And he can't get the first one.
A shot-blocking man of the world, Ibaka can tell you, not in my house, in at least 4 languages.
And so it's Brooklyn. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Guys, their willingness to attack the basket so far has been great. They're penetrating, finding the holes in the defense, and scoring from close range.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
They've got Ivica Zubac, Cook out there with Halliburton. Then there's Harris. And it's Big Cat in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And the dunk by Zubac.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead,
they maintained their focus.
Another shot. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Halliburton passes a Big Cat, and it goes down 2 points. 17 points for Big Cat. See, back in 2002, you led the NBA in three-point shooting at over 47% a game. How would you have liked playing today?
I would have loved it, Kevin. The reason why I could have shot more threes, and with more threes gives you more stats, and with more stats gives you the bag.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Big Cat. Kevin Durant comes in for Harris. And it's James Harden in for Halliburton.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
They recover it. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubac. Thomas checked in for Brooklyn. And the Clippers call time here. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. Here's George. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
Outside Thomas. Harden kicks to Thomas. Misses the three. Stolen by Zubac. Nets passing it around. And here's Harden for three. Second chance shot. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got 4 this quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Oh!
With Zubac on the floor, you know what you'll get. He gives great effort when he's engaged.
Also, the plus is, GA, he does a good job of rim running. He also dives well off pick and rolls, and combined with his offensive rebounding, gives you some size in the middle.
Clippers trail by 17. Mills looking it over. Here's Anderson. Drives to the hoop. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
What we've seen with Kyle Anderson, he's a below-average athlete, but has great timing on his drives.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Leonard the pass to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists now tonight.
In the pick and roll, I like confidence. Leonard showing as a facilitator, his game just continues to ascend. That's the pass you want, orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Outside Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Anderson dishes to George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
For 3.
Here's Thomas. He's got 8. There's the drive, and they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Some changes for Brooklyn. Marjanovic checked in for Zubac. Aldridge comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Pokuševski in for Durant. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Patty Mills. And Anderson slams it in.
Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
That's on Reggie Jackson.
Clearly a foul.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
Isaiah Thomas. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Mann's checked in for Luke Kennard. He's perfect from the line this time. Clippers trail by 17. Left side, George. Anderson trying to free himself up. George, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Aldridge kicks to Thomas.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Marjanovic. That's good. It's Thomas picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 19.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Thomas with the steal. Aldridge, the pass to Harden. And Harden with the stop.
Savvy assist by the veteran Aldridge. Sees the missed defensive rotation and takes advantage.
Now, here's George. Defense right on him. Anderson wide open. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Get ready for the Dirt Squad. Get ready for the Dirt Squad.
So for the Nets, Big Cat is checked in for Marjanovic. Joe Harris comes in for James Harden. And Halliburton subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. 1:02 left to play here in the second quarter. Jackson against Halliburton. Shot to stop the run. Jackson misses. Brooklyn leading by 23. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's Mann. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Detroit. And they get it back. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
A three-pointer is right on target. And that's now 20 points for Big Cat.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And it's sent back by Aldridge.
I mean, showing great anticipation. Aldridge was all over that shot.
A 3-ball. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Brooklyn ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Okay guys, pwede lang po, pwede tayo.
For Brooklyn, Kenny, what was your impression?
Credit these guys for coming in with the right game plan and then patiently executing. Most of their shots that come in the flow of the offense, rarely did they take a bad shot. Good, clean first half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. Like they don't have even a game plan in place. Check out the field limits. Well, that's not going to cut it out. I don't even want to talk about it no more.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game here from Big Cat.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during the second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Outside the wings are George and Leonard. Kyle Anderson is out there with Ibaka. And it's Mills in at the point guard position.
And this is where Mills kills you. Tremendous range.
From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, Serge Ibaka, not the player he used to be, but he still has great touch on his shot. Doesn't have that same explosive step, but he's still good. They saw what the defense was willing to give up, and they seized that opportunity.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile 1 block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Now Mills. He's got 7. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Isaiah Thomas grabs the board.
And when he was younger, Ibaka was one of the more athletic players in our league.
Totally agree, and we have to give credit to Ibaka for adjusting his game. He's changed how he's played as he's lost a little burst. It's allowed him, though, to be a great contributor late in his career.
Mills finds Ibaka. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You see Serge in the painted area, feels the defender, goes on the attack.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
Ibaka hits both of them. And KD's got the ball here for Brooklyn. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. His second of 4 games at home for him.
First team foul.
Outside, KD takes a 3. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. Nobody near Leonard. A 3-pointer off the mark.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
The 3 from Harden. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's George Thomas with the ball. Down low. Here's Marjanovic. Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
Down the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got waxed on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Nets have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. No good on the free throw. And Steve, you played in a different era. Do you look a little differently at all about hugs and handshakes between opposing players these days?
No, not at all, Kevin. It's just totally different. These guys been knowing each other for a long time, you know, with youth basketball. I think the competition on the court, it speaks for itself, so I think our game is still in good hands.
And that one, good.
And the difficulty defending Anderson from mid-range. He has a number of go-to moves from that distance.
George with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Now, here's George. Tight defense on him. Durant against Kennard. KD drives in. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Durant with those long arms able to attack the defense while protecting the ball.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Mills passes to Anderson. Back to Mills. Now the pass to Leonard. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Harden outside to the middle. And that one's good. Marjanovic has got 6.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
And the Clippers call time here.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been good.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Zubac is checked in for Marjanovic. Okashevsky's come in for Kevin Durant. Harris is checked in for James Harden. Halliburton subbed in for Thomas. And the rejection by Zubac. And here's Halliburton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. For 3, Harris. Offensive rebound. Here's Zubac. And that one, good. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've got in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
To the inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Jackson in the corner. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Nets have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Offensive rebound. Claxton Jackson with the bucket.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
He's trying to help his team shut the door. They don't want to allow any comebacks.
And the Clippers miss again. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Harris. Lays it up off the glass. Harris has got his first bucket of the night.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there. This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
What I like here, even with the big leads, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Into the lineup for Los Angeles.
11 seconds left to play in the third. Jackson with it. Passes it to Ibaka. Over Aldridge. No good off the front iron. And so it's Brooklyn with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball and how about the perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets.
Oh, no, he didn't. Now that's beautiful. Millsap could have forced something there, but instead waits for his open teammate.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Scooped up. And Los Angeles guys shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now.
Some coaches might not like taking the three on the fast break, but he had the open look and buried it.
Here's Halliburton. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Halliburton's got his first basket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Driving to the basket. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Personal foul.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
So for the Nets, Big Cat comes in for Paul Millsap. And Durant subbed in for Harris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. And it's Cook with the ball for the Nets. Durant, and the layup's good off the glass.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Los Angeles has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Stolen by Durant. And here's the fast break. Cook leading the way. Durant, the pass to Cook. Right side, Kevin Durant. Inside, here's Aldridge. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Kennard with the ball. Picked up by Aldridge, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Durant deciding where to go with it. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Flashing in for the hammer. KD showing how to punish the rim.
Here's Kennard. To the middle. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's Halliburton. And he finishes nicely on the way. Halliburton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Goes back up. And Ibaka with the layup.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Durant, the pass to Big Cat. No good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Preston. Driving the lane. The dish to Ibaka. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, the defender all over. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Zubac is checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Big Cat. And it's Bo Krzyzewski in for Kevin Durant. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Cauley Stein's checked in.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Kennard, the pass to Preston. It's deflected. Zubac against Kennard. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Here he goes. Preston gets the bucket.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Cook, the pass to Claxton. Pass to Zubac, right wing. Here's Cook. Back to Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. Halliburton for 3. Cauley Stein grabs the board. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nets. Joe Harris comes in for Halliburton. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Marcus Morris is checked in for Serge Ibaka.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
And what I like about Cauley Stein is just how hard he plays. Really, both ends, a scrappy player.
1:27 left in the game. Here's Preston. Kennard for 3. A rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And the win-loss column tonight's game will take their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Big Cat.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here's Nader. A rebound by the Nets. Harris outside. No good. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. And the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Katie, what was the big thing to secure this win?
I like how active we were on the defensive side of the ball to start the game. we made shots tonight. And it's always good when you make shots. It brings more energy into the building. And I'm glad we got a W.
You earned it, man. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Sell online and
Okay. Okay. All right. Next game is... Ang next game po ay Timberwolves, Minnesota Timberwolves. Alright. Alright na. Okay. Alright.
What's up, everybody? This is the Professor. You're watching 2K TV.
Welcome to this special summer edition of NBA 2K TV. I'm Chris Manning here at the 2K Studios.
And I'm Alexis Morgan from sunny Las Vegas at Summer League. And it's a very special Summer League because it is NBA 2K23 Summer League. We caught up with some fans and, of course, the NBA draft picks.
Well, I'm sad I couldn't be there physically because I love Summer League. We get to see our first glimpse at the future of the NBA, and for those players, it's their first opportunity to get scanned into the game.
Yeah, we were there with them as they were getting scanned. Definitely a huge milestone, but it is hot in here, so let's take a look at the footage.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Allie, take it away.
Hey, BA. Karl Anthony Towns is in a new phase. He said, I've had the time to mess up and chase stats. That's over. I've proved myself in this league. But can I win? That is the next step. I have to do whatever it takes. There's only one way to change the narrative. That's to go beat the narrative. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks for that. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Kevin Durant.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. In at forward, Edwards and McDaniels. Kendrick Nunn out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Brooklyn, they've got Kevin Durant, Boban Marjanovic out there with James Harden. And it's Thomas in at the point guard position. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And these teams both look to operate in the post more than most, Grant. Why is that becoming rarer these days, you think?
Well, with modern zone defenses, it's easier to help and catch the ball handler off guard. So today's post scorers have to possess vision to be truly effective.
Now Towns shoots from the line, drained it for 2 points.
You know, Towns would rather
shoot the three or post you up. But he's good enough as a shooter that the mid-range is effective for him too.
Pass to Big Cat. Takes a three. The rebound by Nunn. It's Edwards on the wing to the paint. And it's powered home by Towns.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Outside Durant. And we're about a minute into the first. From deep. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Harden, the pass to Durant. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Towns. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Beasley for 3. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Big Cat. On the wing, Durant. Fires for 3. Sinks it from distance.
I think we're all aware of Durant's in-the-gym range as a shooter. I mean, seriously, I don't think there's a shot he can't make.
Nunn finds Edwards. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And the basket is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Throws it down, despite a man right in his face. Opportunity here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, Harden's got such a tremendous feel for the game and sees the whole court. He's a really slick creator.
At the line for one.
So it's Minnesota now. Last time they met in Minneapolis.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one.
I really think they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in transition or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on game when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
McDaniels, that's good.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Thomas. Oh! And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Isaiah Thomas is spectacular. He's not always flashy. There's a difference. I mean, that time he put on the show, creating space off the dribble.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim.
Now, that is some real industrial size strength right there. And Harden, an absolute vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Nunn, the pass to Towns. To the middle. Banked it in off the glass. Towns has got 6 points.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game.
And you look at Towns, he's been a fantastic outside shooter since coming into the league. It's a hallmark of what makes him so dangerous. He can do it inside, but he's a lethal jump shooter as well.
Timeout called, Brooklyn, and with Towns in the shooting. He's actually the Minnesota franchise leader for made threes.
How about that? Took over that record, BA, in 2021. Amazing on several levels, no matter how you look at that stat. The fact he's 7 feet and the fact he did it so quickly, mind-blowing.
Get ready for the dance squad.
Defense on our 2K leaderboard. Looking at the best when it comes to points per game allowed over the previous month. Brooklyn, #1.
The coaching staff has emphasized the defensive end of the floor, and you can see over the last month they've really improved, doing a great job of keeping their opponents' points down.
Here's Big Cat, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Ooh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Aldridge. And Aldridge with the slam.
Boy, at 6'11", Aldridge makes this look really easy. All he needs is the right positioning, and it's over.
Now Reed outside Edwards. And he drives in. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
And Minnesota calls time here. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were, too.
Yeah, and, you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything going against you. Very frustrating.
Ibaba ko yan.
Ganun din eh.
Hindi, dali lang. Akit ka na. Easy. Nakaulan ka.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Halliburton. Here's McLaughlin. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Big Cat. Uses the glass on the layup.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here's McLaughlin. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Reed with it. Now Aldridge defending. Just 5 to shoot. It's tipped. Here's Big Cat. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Clippers. Fires the 3. Reed with the rebound. Down low. Here's Edwards. And Aldridge with the block. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back with you shortly. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Joe Harris out there with Halliburton. Then there's Alexei Pokushevsky. Then there's Ivica Zubats. And it's Big Cat in at the power forward position. And for the Timberwolves, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. Halliburton on the attack. Here's Big Cat. Reid defending. Big Cat shot is off.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play. And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's McLaughlin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's Vanderbilt. Outside Edwards. The three. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Both teams will make substitutions. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Clock at 2. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Nets have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And Grant, how often do players check in on their own stats during a season?
BA, everybody in the league watches their numbers. Some guys are just willing to admit it.
Harden, the pass to Zubats. Here's Thomas. Sinks the tray.
Yes.
Thomas has got 7.
You know, this guy can beat you off the dribble. He can beat you off the catch. IT's just a hard guy to defend.
Pass to Towns. To halt the run. Blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubats. Marjanovic checked in for Zubats. Beasley, pass to Nunn. Inside. Missed inside.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Now here's Beasley. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
Well, you know, in high school, he was a star. In college, the same thing. Durant got drafted second back in 2007. Then immediately became an all-star.
Pass to Balmaro. Oh, Durant with a steal. And they're running. Rips down the breakaway slam.
You know, guys are a little shaky when they're around Durant because defensively he's got long arms, he's active with his hands, and that's why he comes up with those steals.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And Durant averaged over 20 points a game his rookie year.
And B.A. also won Rookie of the Year as well. Since then, he's won just about every individual honor you possibly could. First ballot consensus Hall of Famer when it's time.
Towns can't get it to go.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
To the inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Boy, how do you stop Cat Carl Anthony Towns, an elite scoring talent with incredible size?
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Back to Claxton. Outside Harden. Pass to Thomas. Lets the 3 fly. That shot, no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. It's off to Detroit after this game, where they will face the Pistons. It's the second game of 3 on the road. Here's Balmaro. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Shot clock at 5. Lets it fly. And James Harden pulls it down.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
On the wing, Durant. Inside, knocks it loose, and stolen by Beasley.
And that's the risk you run when you leave him in with 2 fouls.
Second team foul. Now in the lineup for your
The Timberwolves really having a tough go here. Here's Nunn going inside. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
He's not the quickest guy out there, but he can outsmart you and outwork you.
Harden. Aldridge passes to Harden. Here's Thomas.
2 minutes remaining.
Durant for 3. The rebound by Nunn.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
And it's out of bounds. Minnesota. Cook, he's checked in for Thomas. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Reed's checked in. Towns finds Beasley to the paint. That's good from Towns on the assist from Nunn. Nunn's got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
And Harden with the slam.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Nunn, the pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Aldridge misses. Knocked away. 1:07 left to play in the second quarter. Now here's Nunn. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia. Shot clock at 6. Here's Towns. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Towns has got 8 here in this quarter.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Minnesota's shooting just 42% so far in the game. The shot no good. And Brooklyn going the other way now. They led by as many as 18. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. It felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Outside Nunn. Oh, it's blocked by Aldridge.
When Aldridge is in the neighborhood, you've got to be careful shooting. I mean, proving there that he's capable of blocking shots.
Down low. And then Aldridge with the dunk.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
And so...
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's us as players. We're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job. And
thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Looking at the Nets, Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint.
And that's going to do it.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Brooklyn has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. We've got James Harden. Kevin Durant is out there with Boban Marjanovic. And it's Thomas in at the point. And that's the group for Steve Nash as we begin the second half.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Back to Nunn. Pass to Beasley. 5 on the clock. Floats one. Oh, rejected by Marjanovic. Beasley, that's good. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Here's Big Cat. And a strong finish with two hands.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Outside none. And Big Cat pulls it down.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Towns. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And for players these days, a lack of shooting can be a big hindrance. Grant, would you be more concerned by struggles from the perimeter or the free throw line?
I'd be more concerned with struggles at the free throw line. I mean, if you struggle there, you can become very, very tentative out there on the court. And opponents can foul to force your hand.
Good, Edwards.
The first overall pick of the 2020 draft, Anthony Edwards was one and done in college, entering the league at the ripe age of 19.
Vanderbilt's checked in for the Timberwolves. McLaughlin comes in for none. Both shots good from the stripe.
Ay!
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Thomas.
Ay!
Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Hits the trifecta.
You know, with his ability to space the floor, Beasley adds a strong dimension to his team's offense.
Pass to Big Cat. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Gets the three ball to go.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Edwards with it. That one no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Marjanovic gets it to go.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here's Vanderbilt. Shoots from 12. And Big Cat pulls it down. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. It's good. Give them 23.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Towns can't get it to go. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Pass to Marjanovic. Basket counts. Marjanovic got his second basket of the night.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
For Minnesota, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third, and they pick up 2.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. So both teams changing it up here. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And the basket by Balmaro.
Good gamble that time by Edwards. He, as much as anybody, wants this team to be out in the open floor.
Pass to Pokusevski to the middle. Here's Big Cat. It's Pokusevski on the wing from outside the arc. Reed with the rebound for Minnesota. They've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive in scoring the ball, they go to another level.
And trying to stoke the competitive balance, Clark. Seems like the new lottery system has been working.
I agree with you. Flattening the odds a bit, making it a drawing for the top 4 instead of the top 3. A small tweak that has had a pretty good impact, in my opinion.
A minute 31 left in the third quarter. Fades away. And that one's long.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Pass to Vanderbilt. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Harris. Brooklyn's going 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. And Pokusevski gets it to go. Pokusevski's got his first basket.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Pass to McLaughlin. Zubac against Reed. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. Inside, Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball. Really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Edwards, a pass to Reed. Driving to the basket. Count that bucket.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the third quarter. Pass to Big Cat. Back to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Hey, if you give him room, he's gonna score the ball.
Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's Brooklyn with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. In at forward, Edwards and McDaniels. Jordan McLaughlin out there with Kendrick Nunn. And it's Reed in at the center, locking down the middle. Aldridge uses the glass to finish the layup.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Back to Edwards. Ooh, Durant with a steal. And here's the fast break. And Aldridge
and with the slam. Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Edwards. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Back to Reed. Second chance shot.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
Soft touch off the glass. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
We've seen them make the extra effort defensively, rotating, closing out airspace, and sending shots back.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Big Cat. That one off the back iron and out. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Here's McLaughlin. And he gets the bucket.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And here's the fast break. Here's none. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Oh, he's been doing everything. Hitting the boards, huge game for him thus far.
Yeah, you don't see many triple-doubles often. And I tell you what, his effort and efficiency really on point tonight.
Here's Big Cat, guarded by Edwards.
Aldridge keeps his head up and his options open. He's a team-oriented guy with a good basketball IQ. Excellent pass.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Harden. Who poked away. And stolen by Aldridge. Durant drives in. And it's slammed in by Durant.
You know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's McDaniels. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, there's been a lot of discussion about officiating in the league right now. Clark, do you think the game's called tighter than it used to be?
I don't really think it's tighter. It's different. I mean, the emphasis is on really giving the offensive players an opportunity to get to the basket and to not allow defensive players to impede with their hands on the perimeter. And I like that part of it. And cutting, you can't just chuck cutters and be overly physical. Basketball is a contact game. It's not a wrestling match. And freedom of movement is an important part of that, and it looks better, and it does, in fact, allow it to be a little more entertaining, in my opinion.
Towns, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
And how about the mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Alexei Pokusevsky, one shot.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 for 10 in the fourth.
2 minutes.
Down low. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns can put up an easy, low-stress 30 or 40 points. And when he gets rolling, he's a joy to watch.
To the inside, Zubac. Counted. Good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Noel. That's good.
Noel.
A minute 37 left in the fourth quarter here.
Brooklyn foul. Nick Claxton. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Six on the shot clock. Pass to Towns. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Zubats. Timeout called. Brooklyn. They're in front by 26. 1:10 left in the final quarter. Our New Balance player of the game, Kendrick Nunn.
And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
When you've got the kind of game and shot Durant has, you don't lack for confidence. He is ready to catch and fire whenever he gets the opportunity.
59 seconds left in the game.
Brooklyn foul. Kevin Durant. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And he makes the first.
Shooting for Minnesota. Jalen Noel at the line.
So he gets them both. And here's Harden. Durant on the attack. And Durant with the big finish.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Back to Noel. Nice D from Durant. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow? Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And that one's good.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Back to Harden. Pass to Big Cat.
And that one is stuffed right through. Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And so they get the victory here at home. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
James, congratulations on the win.
Yeah.
What do you take away from this game as you move forward?
We just got to be locked in and more focused. Tonight, I think we had too many turnovers. We got to watch film and see what they did to make us turn the ball over and just overall be better.
Those turnovers will eat you alive come playoff time, as you know. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching.
All right. Shout out to all. All right.
Okay na?
Ano okay na? Di pa.
Kaya mag-11 na.
Sige, kimita mo na. Okay na. Okay, next game.
Being a video game, I've been playing 2K since I was a kid, so now like getting my face scanned and not having to worry about making a player, actually being in the game, I can't even describe it. Like, it doesn't feel real.
Oh, the first thing I do when I turn on 2K23, I'm going to roster, going to my player, I'm going to edit, and he will have 99 everything and every badge.
You know, when you get into the NBA, you get an NBA logo above your player. So when you hop into the park now, you're gonna be stalked by a lot of other people in the 2K community. How's that gonna feel?
That's what I just asked about, actually, getting a logo, because I remember playing with guys like DeAndre Ayton. He loaded into my park, and I'm in college playing with my friends. And I was like, let's go chase DeAndre Ayton. Like, we're just sitting around like NBA players in our park.
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely finna step my game up. Can't be losing with the logo over my head. I know people gonna be coming at me, so I'm gonna step it up a little bit.
I think it would be cool just to interact with the fans and different people. I think that's would be a dope experience as well.
What does the game have to get right? Because you have a very unique look. So what do they need to get perfectly in the game?
I think it's going to be difficult because of my hair. I'm going to be changing it a lot, so hopefully they can be updating that. Just the overall look.
I pretty much said my face. I need my face to be clear.
Okay, so your face over any moves that you have?
Probably my shooting motion, and my jumping ability.
If you were going to select a perfect My Team, with you included, you had to pick 4 other players, past or present. Who are you picking?
Curry at the point guard. Shooting guard, Michael Jordan. Small forward, me. Tim Duncan at the power forward. And center, Hakeem Olajuwon.
A lot of people don't select Tim Duncan. I think for how great, and I was just about to say, he's underrated.
Underrated.
But he's like one of the best power forwards of all time, like top 2, top 3, maybe 1.
Maybe 1.
Well, you gotta say that now because you're a company man.
Maybe no. This ain't mine.
We're here at 2K23 House of Greatness at Summer League, where NBA players and some of the 2K community are checking out 2K23 for the very first time.
Okay.
Kate, what do you think about NBA 2K23 so far?
I like it. I like the animations.
What are the biggest differences?
And yeah, I like the graphics too. I feel like the faces look.
All right.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And here were the Bulls arriving earlier at the arena with a big game on the road awaiting. Welcome, folks. Thanks for payday.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is a champion, but he said, growing up, I never thought about titles. I just wanted to be the best player I could be. When I got to the league, I was listening to all the noise and it was taking control of my mind. For me, mentally, I have to just focus on my craft. Guys, the results have flown since then.
Clearly. David, thank you. Let's see some of the numbers here for Talen Horton-Tucker.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. And it's Vucevic, then it's DeRozan, and it's Torres, and it's the 4 spot. And for the Nets, they've got Thomas. Durant is out there with Big Cat. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Harden in at the 2-guard spot. A couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg. Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineups. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
With the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
Oh, you love seeing Harden take off for the slam. He has just unreal hops.
Levine against Harden. Levine, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Harden's shot is off. Here's Chicago. Outside ball. Pass to Flores. It's Levine atop the key. And it falls over the rim and in. Levine's got his second bucket tonight.
Solid at realizing when to take these shots. Levine's eyes light up. His passes are coming in.
And the jam by Harden.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And in this matchup, last season, not one of the games went their way.
Now, here's Ball. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Pass to Marjanovic. Into the lane. Harden kicks to Thomas. Big Cat, the pass to Marjanovic. The Nets working the ball around now. Lets it go from deep. Bean with the rebound. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Fires for 3. A rebound by Marjanovic. Here's Gusevicius. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
But his offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punch.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. To the inside. A rebound by the Nets. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
They certainly made their presence felt on defense. They were active and rejected a number of shots.
And there's the call on Durant.
Kevin Durant.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Levine, and then jammed down right as he goes over Marjanovic.
Got to give Levine some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat out nasty.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam game.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw, no good.
Marjanovic. 2 shots.
He's off on the second.
Not what you expect out of him. He was due to cool off a little, I guess.
And at times, it just feels like DeRozan is still underappreciated. Receives a lot of criticism for what he doesn't do and not enough credit for what he does.
And he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he shouldn't. He's solid from that in-between.
In the corner, Harden. From deep. No good on that one. And it's Chicago the other way. And DeRozan's talked about using negative press to his advantage.
You know, he said you have to be able to take criticism if you want to be great. Use the negative energy to become something more than you thought you could be.
The wide open look here for Vucevic. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Gusevicius. Coming off 31 points last game. And the 3-ball is good. Big Cat's got 6.
You can't leave someone open around Durant. He keeps his eyes up, makes a play for his team.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Substitution here for Brooklyn. Marcus Aldridge has checked in for Marjanovic. Okushevsky's come in for Kevin Durant. Harris has checked in for James Harden. Halliburton subbed in for Thomas. Now, here's Ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's White missing. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Nets. Driving in, and Halliburton slams it in.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A. Back to Ball. Here's the teardrop. That one misses. Nice D from Aldridge. Brooklyn leading by 4. Harris drives in, and he gets the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
To halt the run, and the Bulls with another miss. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Kasevicius, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
He's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
I flat out. I thought they looked overmatched. I thought they lacked aggressiveness and heart.
And let's see the leading three-point teams in the NBA.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
.56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's White missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Out left of the wing. Horton Tucker's shot is off. Nets leading by 9. Here's Kasevicius. Pass to Pokusevski. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Here's Kasevicius.
Yes.
Sinks the triple.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Zubac is checked in for Aldridge. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Pokusevski. Bulls trail by 13. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Kasevicius. 13 points in the game. Here's the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Big Cat's got 16.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Oh, yeah, they certainly found something along the perimeter. Just an onslaught of three-point bombs.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And so it's Brooklyn. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
We've got here Ivica Zubac is out there with Big Cat. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton, and it's Cook in at the guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Now here's White, following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Lets it go with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Ball's got the first basket of the second quarter for Chicago. Chris, the NBA cutting back on the foul calls for those unnatural shooting motions. You know, the break, check, the pump and jump and all that. Do you like that change?
I mean, look, it's already an offensive player's game. It's hard enough to check with the skill set that these players have. So, yeah, the league is throwing the ball to defenders. It's about time.
Timeout called the Nets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of the game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Bean's checked in for Lonzo Ball. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Halliburton. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Here's Horton Tucker. Following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. Levine can't hit.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Levine, steps back and trains the jump shot. Levine's got 10 points.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Halliburton in the corner. And there's the pass to Zubac. That ball does from Halliburton. Zubac has got himself on the board with 3 there. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls.
Timeout for the Bulls.
It's a 16-point game. Chicago calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little and forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Levine against Halliburton. Levine can't hit. That's leading by 16. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but DA, I love that strategy. Thanks for that story.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Halliburton against Levine. Looking to end the run. And Levine throws it down.
Showing off the entire arsenal right now. Levine so outstanding and scoring in a multitude of ways.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Out there on the floor for the Nets. Nets leading by 18. Here's Harden, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
Now here's Levine. 12 points for him. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Trains it from beyond the arc. Levine's got 7 now in this quarter.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Yep, it counts. And the Nets lead by 20.
You have to love the heart of Thomas, using all his strength as he has on these challenging finishes.
Outside, Levine. Back to White. He takes it in. And finished off by DeRozan.
And that's a display of DeRozan's athletic ability, making his presence felt on offense.
Up top, Marjanovic.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now Durant. He had 13 points in the win against Minnesota.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Since every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
And the Bulls making a change here. Balls checked in. And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Here's Millsap following the score by DeMar DeRozan. KD drives in. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to DeRozan. Over Durant. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
I mean, stretch arm strong. Durant doesn't even need to jump, it seems, to throw it down. His athleticism, his height, his length is just unreal.
Outside DeRozan. Pass to Levine. Stolen by Durant. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. KD leading the charge.
And I think I only counted 4 total steps for Durant to go from one end of the floor to the other. I mean, he's just incredible in the open floor.
Passes it to Vucevic. Fires the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Another in the long line of big men who can drain the 3. That makes him a very tough cover.
Millsap kicks to Harden. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Levine. Another one falls for Chicago.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Thomas goes in, and
with the block. Solid shot blocker at his position. Ball's length, it allows him to make a difference on this one.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can. For Brooklyn, Kenny, give us your take.
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get.
And that'll do it for us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Taking a look at the Bulls. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Vucevic, and it's Flores, and it's the power forward. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Vucevic missing. Brooklyn leading by 21. Here's Marjanovic. The shot misses. Great D that time from Vucevic. Knocks it loose. In transition, here come the Nets. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
Man, how about they're not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Ball with a wide open look, and it's good off the back rim and in. Ball's got 5 now.
The jump shot continues to evolve, encouraging when you see Ball drain more.
To the paint, here's Kusevicius. Great D that time from Vucevic.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion and just protect the rim right there.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And the Nets making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. And here's KD for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
LaVine inside the 3-point line. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
A decent jump shooter. I mean, you can't afford to give LaVine these types of looks.
And that one is good. And that's 13 points for KD.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Into the 3rd we go. 2 minutes in now. And he dunks it down.
Good floor awareness, good vision. Thomas, dependable at finding open teammates.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Some changes for Brooklyn. Pokuševski's come in for Kevin Durant. Halliburton subbed in for James Harden. Johnson's checked in for the Bulls. Kobe White comes in for Zach LaVine. Here's Johnson. Rebound, Brooklyn. Big Cat's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 10 from 3-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. That one goes in.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
And DeRozan kicks to Johnson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they bounce from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Big Cat. And Harris subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Ball against Halliburton. Will it go? And Ball slams it in.
Remarkable at sizing up screen and rolls up the ball. He has a knowledge of how to break down the defense. It's special.
Selected with the 12th overall pick back in 2020, Chris. Tyrese Halliburton was ready to play in the league from day 1.
Well, that's what you get when you take a guy like Tyrese. He played 2 years in college, a rarity these days. And this game is made for the league. A long guard at 6'5", he can handle the rock, pass it, shoot it. He's just a quality player.
And the Nets with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. And the pass to Pokuševski. Down low. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got 9 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
A point guard who can dunk it. Ball is a rarity in more ways than one.
Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Johnson. No good from Zubac.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
And Ball slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Halliburton against Ball. Here's Simonovic. And the rejection by Zubats. Halliburton passes to Zubats. Yes, that goes in. He's got 11. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Nets.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing. Not giving them an inch of space out there.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Halliburton finds Zubats. Pulls it up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
For Chicago, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. From 11 feet away, here's Johnson. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. He gets that one. Zubats has got 10 points here in the second half.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
White the pass to Horton Tucker. White looking around. Clock at 6 to the wing right side. Horton Tucker, and that's out of bounds. Chicago in possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Now into the lineup for the Bulls.
Clock at 2 from deep three-point range. Misses there. And so it's Brooklyn with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. This has been a... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feet. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Paul Millsap out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Harris. And it's Cook in at the point guard.
You know, and a 7-footer that can play the entire court. Vucevic is a tough cover because of that versatility.
There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive schemes.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
Timeout called the Nets. Durant kicked in for the Nets. Isaiah Thomas comes in for Quinn Cook. And here's Thomas who brings it up for the Nets. Aldridge kicks to KD. Pakusevsky the pass to Durant. Here's Gusevicius. Back to Aldridge. Pass to Big Cat. This one for 3. It's all in by the Bulls.
After a monster first half from three-point range, I mean, things have dried up for him here in the second.
Here's Green, and there's the throw. Aldridge dishes to Durant. Nets passing it around. Here's Gusevicius. Off target from outside. The Bulls shooting 41% for the game. Here's Malone. Finished off the break.
Aggressive pass on the break, straight up the court so he can get all the way to the bucket.
Thomas passes to Big Cat. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got assist number 5 here tonight.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Pass to Dosunmu. Driving inside. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Passes it to Thomas. Inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Thomas is a crafty guard, dicing up the D with a slick passing in the pick and roll that time.
Malone against KD. Malone. Count it.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Right side, Thomas. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Love the attitude of Thomas. He has a real underdog mentality. It's what motivates him to play so hard.
And the first one at the line is good. James Harden is checked in for Durant. And the Bulls making a change here. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Malone kicks to Green. From deep. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Harden dishes to Thomas. Harden left side. The pass to Big Cat. And he's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
To Chicago.
Now here's Dosunmu. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Green, the pass to Flores. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dosunmu. Out of bounds. Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. From deep.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots.
And the basket by Malone.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. You fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Timeout called the Nets.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Lonzo Ball.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Pass to Malone. Teardrop shot, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Cook, he's checked in for the Nets.
Substitution for your Nets, Quinn Cook.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Oh, offensive interference. Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's Gusevicius. No good on the quick three. And so Green will bring it up for the Bulls. To the paint. And it's Malone missing.
2 minutes remaining.
Brooklyn's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
With the drive. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Personal foul.
It's on Isaiah Thomas.
Second team foul. At the line for the Bulls. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Malone. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. 1:44 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Dosunmu. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Third team foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see
line for
that
the
one
Bulls.
pretty clearly.
Ayo Dosunmu at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Dosunmu. Good on both. Here is Cook. Here's Pokusevski.
Just pulled it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Chicago has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Malone can't hit. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For Big Cat.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor. This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and Aldridge slams it in.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Out to the right wing. Here's Dosunmu. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Gasiewicz. Jacks up a three. Can't connect. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that, all right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Grip.
Okay guys, this is Video Games and Music. Signing off. Bye-bye. Good night and God bless. Bye.